Explaining reading to young kids doesn't work. Their brains aren't actually ready for that yet. This is one of the biggest disconnects between how adults learn and how children learn. Adults, for example, learn abstractly, right? We have a big adult brain. We can listen to an explanation, visualize it, apply it, and for the most part, adults think in language. If you've ever considered the way that you think to yourself, you may talk to yourself, you have a little voice in your head, you think in argument, you think in reasoning. Fun fact, little kids actually cannot do that. They are developmentally and neurologically incapable of abstract thought processes until they're about 8, 9 years old. Therefore, prior to that stage, when we explain reading, instead of showing it, modeling it, and practicing it, kids are going to get lost. If you try to over-explain what's happening, if you try to teach memorization tactics, and reading is not something that they have contacts with yet, especially as a very beginner reader, so you're always going to have to bring it back to something that makes complete sense to them in their world. Early reading has to be what we call concrete. That means seeing letters, hearing sounds, touching, moving, manipulating, practicing that same skill repeatedly. Connecting, learning to things that they already recognize is going to be the best way to teach them. When instruction stays concrete, kids can actually build the brain pathways needed for reading. When these pathways are built, reading becomes easier. Reading makes sense. When instruction becomes too verbal, or it's over-explained, or it's too wordy, kids are going to memorize, they're going to guess, or worst case scenario, they're just not going to do it. They're just going to shut down. And then that's when parents start to explore, hey, I think we have a behavior issue here. Usually it's not a behavior issue, it's not ADHD, it's not autism. Could it be? Yes, I don't know your child and I can't diagnose them. But for the most part, that is not statistically significant. The main issue with reading instruction is simply developmentally matching it to where they are. When reading instruction matches how young brains learn, everything gets a lot easier. If you're unsure whether your child's instruction matches their developmental stage, a one-to-one reading assessment can help clarify what approach is going to work best for them. Comment the word assessment and I'll DM you the link. You can also just go find it in my bio and just book straight in with me.